everyone, so welcome to this week's Plan With Me video. In case you guys missed last week's video, this is what the final spread looks like. I think this is one of my favorite ones. I just love the colors of it, and yeah, so let's get started on this week's spread. So for this week, I thought I would give another go at kind of creating like a leftover sticker kit. So I ended up picking up some stickers from my sticker collection. I keep this little binder, not binder, but like little photo album here, and I have like all of my leftover stickers in it, and it's getting really full now, so I wanted to kind of clear out some of the stickers that I have and kind of like create a whole, I guess, mixed match sticker kits. So I got as many as I could, and then I did end up having to print just a couple extra stickers that I, obviously didn't have leftovers of. So hopefully this turns out okay. The last time I did it, let's see, I did it a couple months ago, this one. I didn't love how it turned out, but I guess we'll give it a go this time and see if I like it. So this week I'm going to be talking about the latest TV show that I have watched, and I talked a little bit about it in my last video. I didn't really talk much about it, but I remember saying that I was going to talk about it this episode. And the show that I just finished was called Cinderella in 4 Nights, and I really liked that one. At first, I'm not gonna lie, like the first few episodes I was a little tiny bit bored, but I wanted to stick with it because I don't know, I had a feeling it was gonna be a good one, and I ended up really liking it. I think one thing that I really liked about it was how the backstory kind of played in. I thought it was a really well-written story, and I mean, again, it has a lot of those like Korean drama cliches and stuff, but I don't know, something about this one just, it was really good. The music in this one was also really good. My favorite, I guess, drama that I loved for the music was Boys Over Flowers. The soundtrack for that TV show was like iconic. It was just so good, and I felt that this one was they had like really good music as well. So if you guys don't want to hear any spoilers of this show, then you might want to skip this video because I will be talking a bit about it. I try not to spoil it too much, but I do like to talk about my thoughts and opinions on it. So I really liked the cast of this show. I thought they did a really good job at all the people in it. I felt like there was like a lot of really good chemistry and stuff like that, which, like, the show I'm watching now, I'm actually watching like 2 different shows at once. I'm watching like one with my friend and one on my own. I just feel like in this one show, which I will be talking about soon, I just feel like there's like no chemistry with the cast at all, which I felt like they just did a really good job in Cinderella and 4 Nights, or Cinderella and 4 Nights. It was just, I felt that they did a really good job at that one, and it's a newer show. I think it just ended like a couple weeks ago maybe, which I didn't realize like how new of a show it was. It was just kind of like one that popped up and sounded interesting, so I decided to watch that one, and yeah, I really like it. I thought the cinematography of it was just absolutely beautiful. It was really nicely done. Again, the music I liked, the cast I liked, the storyline was really good. So basically, if you don't know anything about the story, it is a girl who is kind of like a modern day Cinderella, and she goes to live in a big fancy house with, these rich boys and stuff. But yeah, it's really good. So she ends up having to do like these missions and things to like get the family back together and everything, standard types of storylines and stuff, but it was really good. She ended up with the guy that I wanted her to end up with, which was, it's always like, I don't know, I guess sometimes in like Korean dramas it's really obvious at who they're gonna end up with sometimes, I think. I guess like if you've seen enough shows it's either super obvious or I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was any show. Well, I guess with Boys Over Flowers, there was a time when I like wasn't positive who she was gonna end up with, even though like kind of like in the back of my heart I knew the entire time, but like I wanted it to be different. But with this one, I loved it. I thought they just did such a really good job. And so, like I said, I really enjoyed the show. Like I said, the backstory I think really kind of like made it a little bit stronger than I thought it was going to be like originally. There were some parts when like I was kind of like jokingly saying like, oh, this is gonna happen next, and then it actually happened. Like spoiler if you haven't seen the show, there's one point where the main guy like picks up a cup off the ground, and I was joking that he was gonna go get it like DNA tested, and he did. And it was hilarious because I don't know, sometimes I'll like make those little dumb predictions or something and it's like really just off the wall stuff, but for this time it like really actually happened, and it was so funny. There were a lot of really cute moments. I felt like there was like really good chemistry between like the leads and stuff, which is always good because like I mentioned, the show I'm watching now, yeah, I don't know, I don't really care for it, but like I'm already like so many episodes in, it's like I can't stop now. And funny enough, like my friend, like she loves the show. I was talking to her, we watched a few episodes today, and I was like talking about it with her, and she was like, yeah, I love it. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm so bored. But that show I will talk about probably next week. And then the other show that I'm watching that I don't really want to say it because I'm not finished with the show yet because I don't want to get spoiled or anything, but I guess I'll talk about it anyway. So the other show that I'm watching is, again, I think this one came out beginning of the year, and it's called Madame Antoine. And when I read the like little synopsis of it, I was like, yes, this totally sounds like my kind of show. The only thing that was a little bit different in the show was that it's like more of a, what's the word, like more adultish kind of a storyline. I think I like read some people jokingly called it like a Nuna show, which I could totally see, but I really like it so far. So basically Madame Antoine, what it is, it's basically about a woman who is like a fortune teller, but she's like not really a fortune teller. She's actually what's called, I think it's called like a cold reader or like a mentalist or something, where basically she pretends that she can speak to the spirit of Marie Antoinette, who was a French queen, which I am like obsessed with Marie Antoinette. I don't know, I just love all the like stories about her and like the legends about her, you know, just stuff like that. And so that's why I was like really intrigued with the show, because I was like, ooh, fortune tellers, psychology, Marie Antoinette, can't get any better than that. So I was like super interested in that, you know, kind of like plot line, I guess. Not really plot line, but theme or whatever. But either way, so she has a cafe that she runs called Madame Antoine, and she, you know, will read people's fortunes and stuff like that. And above her shop, a guy moves in and starts a clinical psychology center, I guess, right above her cafe, and he names his place the same name as her store, which is, you know, Madame Antoine. So there's like a whole bunch of like romantic tension and stuff between them, but basically he ends up convincing her to take part in a love psychology experiment, I guess is what you would call it. And so she agrees to be a part of the experiment and stuff like that, and you know, he's actually like hiding the true objective and stuff to the experiment. And I don't know, it's interesting. It's a little It's a lot different than the shows I'm used to watching because like I kind of watch like the cute like school, like teen romance kind of dramas, which I'm not gonna lie, they're probably my favorite. But this one's also really good, especially for still kind of having like a little bit of that fun cutesiness to it, but it's a bit more played, like downplayed. And I don't know, it's a really good show. If you guys haven't seen that one, I would totally recommend it. Again, I haven't completely finished that show yet. I'll probably finish it by the time this video is out, but at the moment of recording it, I have not finished it yet, but I still think it's a pretty good show so far. One of the things that I think is really funny is whenever she pretends to like be speaking to the ghost of Marie Antoinette, she'll like utter these nonsense phrases like what does she say? Like, où est les toilettes? And, you know, just random things like, where's the bathroom? Which way to the Eiffel Tower? Kind of like really funny, conversational French, I guess. It's just super funny. I took French in high school and, I don't know, I love French, and I just thought it was so funny how she'll be, you know, conning these people and pretending to talk to a dead ghost. So I would really recommend that show if you guys haven't seen it and you maybe like want to watch a show like kind of psychology related. I find it very interesting. You know, they deal with like you know, some patients and stuff, and of course it's like all like TV psychology and stuff, which is like majorly, what's the word, like flawed and not accurate and stuff, but it's still fun to watch. And I was just thinking about it while I was writing down my littles. So Survivor, I talked about it a little bit last week, how it was kind of boring for me, but I think it's starting to kind of pick up after last week's episode. They did a tribe swap, which I think I was really waiting for because I can't write and think at the same time, but it really shook things up, and they actually ended up dividing it from 2 teams. They ended up going to 3, which was really, I don't remember if they've done that before, if they've ever gone from 2 to 3. They've probably done it before at least once, but I thought that was a really interesting twist that they added, and I feel like it's getting a lot more exciting now that it's not just like old people versus like young people, because like I said, a lot of them were getting super annoying for me. But now I think it's starting to pick up a bit. So now I'll just kind of add a couple little decorative stickers. Like I said, I have like a lot of like stickers that I printed, and now I'm like running out of room in my little notebook thing here, so I want to kind of use up some of them. Oh, and one other thing I was thinking of, did you guys watch the debate last week? Oh my gosh, I am so excited for the election to be over. I am so over everything politics, and you guys, please vote. Go out and vote. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So that is pretty much it for this video. Overall, I think I definitely like this spread. I like how it turned out a little bit more than the last time I did one. So this was the last one that I kind of did like a mix and match spread. I think that this one turned out a little bit better. I think also I've kind of like figured out a little bit more of like my planner style and how I like it and things like that. One other thing I wanted to mention, I haven't mentioned it in quite a while, but if you guys ever want to purchase anything from Erin Condren, I have a referral link below that if you use that, you can get a discount on your purchase. Full disclosure, I do get a kickback from that, but yeah, feel free if you guys are planning to purchase anything, you can use that code. If not, no worries. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.